Hey everybody, it is Randy, your go-to screen man. I am back with number 4 video on Colonial grid solar screens, doing it yourself right there at home. Folks, our new myscreenkit.net website will have Colonial grids built in with it. So if you want to do this at home, have no fear of these how-to videos. I guarantee you're going to do it right, quickly, on time, and it's going to be in the box. But first, here's what I'm going to show you. I've already pre-cut my mutton bars, as we spoke about in video number 2, the 2 sizes. And again, for you homeowners, you do-it-yourselfers, I don't want you to have to worry about trying to notch it like we did in that other video. So, of course, we use the thin one. Now, there's 2 kind of crossbar pin, and this one here is the crossbar pin that's designed for that thin. However, occasionally, it is quite the booger to put in. So, in your kit, because I don't want you to argue with it, I'm going to give you a normal crossbar crossbar pin that we typically use for the 3/4 inch. But what we're going to do is just, once you get it, just flip it over, push those little ears nice and flat, and you're in a good place. So let me toss this out of the way. Now, if you remember in video number 3, I stressed, measure left to right and bottoms up. And the reason is once we put this in, we know the spline, and of course where all of our pins go will be to the back. So when I lay this on my bench, now I'm going to measure from right to left, which I've already done. And you'll still get your bottoms up, which again I've already done as well. I saved us the trouble, but now is where you'll take your tape measure and just transfer your sizes, whether it's, what was it? We had a couple that ended up in the 16ths, I believe, or even numbers, whichever windows you have. But this is how quick and easy, folks, we're going to do it. Now, because this is a do-it-yourself and it's an overlay, I'm going to strongly urge you to do it this direction. Do your horizontals first, your left to right. And what we're going to do is go dead center with our pins. And occasionally you'll have them where they're just a little snug. Give them a little love tap. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on and do my second bar. Also need a little love tap. And then finally, the third of the horizontal bars. You know, I realized this was first grade, but it was amazing how we remembered horizon. It always was left to right, horizontal, and then, of course, vertical. So, now I'm going to do the same thing now for my inside bars. Whoops, I only needed one. Look at that. I forgot. This particular Colonial was actually quite a simple one. And again, the inside or the vertical bars, I'm going to strongly do those on top. And you'll understand why once we go ahead and secure this. But again, a little love tap. Put that little pin in where it belongs. And then, of course, down here as well. Perfect. As you can see, we've got a beautiful laid out grid. Oh my. Yeah, I love it. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, this particular one was 80% black Twitchell, which I already have right up here. So now we're just going to roll it up, make it look beautiful. All right. Now, you've heard me preach on any of the number of videos. And of course, this is your first time ever seeing us. Hey, then you're going to hear me preach this a lot. If you're able to square off your material. Now, black and brown obviously has no pattern, but if you choose the dark brown or the black brown, which of course you remember we recreated the royal chocolate one, which is a mixture. It's a dark brown with some black. If your material is crooked, obviously it will stand out because those patterns are like that. But let's go ahead and roll this. I'm going to give you my favorite insight. I always spread my fingers, start my hole, and I just kind of hold that material nice and smooth. Oh my. And to think, folks, we have one more how-to video, and that will be the installation of your Colonial grid. Oh, I'm so excited. Colonial grid is, you either love it or you hate the look. Oh, but I tell you, it is so gorgeous. It just looks very official. Is that a good word for that?
Elegant.
Elegant, yes, I like that word better. It looks very elegant, and it really can make a window look quite sharp if you like the look. But of course, I do run into those who are just like, oh my gosh, make that material so dark so I don't have to see a grid one anywhere. So. All right, I'm gonna trim off my edges. Whoopsie, look at that. I jumped out of that one. Oh my. Spline was all the way down. Of course, I'll spin it around. And I realize you'll take your time, like so, as you get used to the idea of cutting this. But after what literally feels like 100 years, I think I could probably do it in my sleep. So now, when you order the My Screen Kit with the additional Colonials, I already showed you the pins that you're going to get with it. But one thing I didn't show you is you're also going to get a couple of rivets. Now, there is no black rivets yet in our industry. Alrighty, and of course, again, a couple of those rivets. Now, I always choose the dark bronze rivets, obviously, because this is going to go behind. And I'm going to go ahead and do all three. I'm going to make sure, of course, that all my lines are square, and that they are. So what I'm going to do is just come dead center, use my hand just to hold it in place. One stop. We don't want to go all the way through because then you'll end up with a hole on the other side. Stick our rivet in there. I'm going to do it again here. I'm going to go ahead and jump up and do the third one. And again, what we've done here is we've created an overlay, a easy do-it-yourself project to really give yourself that beautiful, elegant colonial look. Look at that little silly thing, just pop this little top right off. There we go. And then finally the third and the center. There we go. That's a much better one. So, you guys ready for the big reveal? Ha ha! Colonial grid. Let me step over here. Colonial grid. You did it yourself. It was a do-it-yourself project, folks. That's how easy and that we're trying to make this for anyone everywhere. For you do-it-yourselfers or you folks who are doing this for an extra income or a career like we ended up doing, my beautiful bride and I. But you'll see that every bar is tight. And because it's an overlay, it really gives it kind of a three-dimensional look versus the notch, which of course would have been a smooth look. But we know not everyone is going to have the ability to have a bandsaw and all those proper tools for that. And also let me throw out, now that the video is over, Lou, you gave me fits the other day about making my video without my safety glasses. Safety glasses. Of course, Lou is a, gosh, I guess he's been in the industry like 30, 40 years as well. He's up on the northeast side of Houston, like the Humboldt, Atascocita area. And he keeps me on my toes. Lou, so hey, I got him on for you, brother. All right. Guys, I appreciate your time this afternoon. The fourth video, we got one more to go. We're going to install these actually this week, which is going to be such a blessing. So continue to ask your questions. Continue to watch us. I promise I will educate you to the best of my knowledge. Like us, subscribe to us, tell some friends, tell your family. Gosh, just tell everybody. Copy this, put it all over your social media, and let the world know that the Screen Guy has got you covered. Until the next time, guys, you guys be blessed and have a great one.